linemen than they had been playing, up to that point this season?
Yeah, I mean, we've prepared for both, so they have a number of different things they do. I don't think you just would base your game plan on percentages, because they do a good job of game planning. So you have to be ready for the things they have in their package.
Yeah, I had asked after the game on Rex, and I'm just curious if there's anything you can relay, just updating his status at this time.
Yeah, he didn't travel back with us from Houston, so he'll be coming back soon, and we'll sure do tests and evaluate him when he gets back.
The next question, Evan Lazar, followed by Chris Ryan.
Hey, Coach, you just mentioned after the game that you kind of took advantage of some of the things that the Texans defense was doing to open up the passing game a little bit, and I just was wondering what your impressions of the passing game were yesterday, and particularly how you guys handled blitzes.
Well, there were some good things, and there were certainly other things we could have done better. So we'll try to continue to build on the positives and work for better execution and the things that we didn't do as well.
Next question, Chris Ryan, followed by Mike Reese.
Hey, Bill, wanted to ask you about the pass defense yesterday, and your thoughts on the type of pressure you're able to put on Watson and the effect that had on the secondary trying to stay with their speed receivers, particularly Fuller.
Well, the Texans they throw the ball well. They have a good quarterback. They have good receivers, and Watson does a good job of getting the ball out quickly and on time. And then he's a problem when he extends plays and scrambles. So there were various points where they gave us trouble with all of those.
There's obviously various determinants on how you go about using the pass rush, but have you been pleased with what you've seen in terms of generating pressure on quarterbacks this year?
I think there's a lot of things we can do better this year defensively. So
Next question, Mike Reese, followed by Bob Sosi.
Bill, sometimes during the game, the referee can make an announcement on a penalty, that a certain player has a penalty, but maybe something gets lost in translation where there might have been a penalty, but it was on a different player. And I'm just wondering, when you watched the game over, did you get any sense that might have been the case on either of N'Keal's penalties?
yeah, I don't know. I don't really hear the announcement. It's hard for me to hear the announcement on the field, so I'm not even sure what the announcements were, to tell you the truth.
On those two penalties, I guess my thought is what's the coaching point for N'Keal on the OPI that they called on that? I think it was in the first quarter or the second quarter there, his first penalty.
On the one where we threw the ball out in the flat.
Yeah, threw it in the flat, I think, to Rex.
Yeah.
And Demir was on that side too.
Yeah, I mean it's a close call. The corner reacted quickly. It's a close call. I mean, I think he's trying to do the right thing. Corner might have got there. We might have contacted. We probably did contact him when the ball was in the air. So, we just have to have a little better timing on the play, I would say.
Next question, Bob Sosi, followed by Ben Volen.
Thanks, Stacy. Bill, yesterday you guys had 4 drives of 10 plays or more. and you produced points on 3 of those drives. But I'm curious about the strain in an offense. When you have to drive consistently on long fields, how difficult that is to function without setbacks. They may stall a drive. And is that an offshoot of lack of enough production in the return game, complementary football? When you look at that aspect, how do you see it?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was, Bob. And it was the same way for both teams. But yeah, when you've got to go 75, 80, 85 yards, it's hard. And you have chances to play defense along the way to get out of the drive. But we've had multiple long drives in most of the games we played this year. But it's definitely puts more strain on the offense to run 13 or 15 plays as opposed to 6 or 7. So our field position game, our field position in the return game hasn't been very productive for us this year. So we've been on a long field, more than we'd like to. Now we've had a lot of turnovers, but we didn't have any yesterday.
Right. Thank you.
2 final questions, Ben Volen and Max Rullo.
Hey, Bill, do you have any update on how Isaiah Wynn's doing? He left the game toward the end there.
No, not yet, Ben. I think he's having some tests or whatever looked at this afternoon, so I don't know. We'll see how that comes out.
And going back to Rex, he's a guy who does a lot in the passing game, in the run game, and then plays a lot on special teams. How much have you grown to respect what everything Rex Burkhead does for you guys over the years?
Yeah, I always had a high appreciation and respect for Rex. Rex is great teammate, works hard, does whatever he's asked to do, contributes in a lot of different areas, as you just mentioned, and is always prepared, ready to go. Gives you his best, and it's been productive for us in everything we've asked him to do on all 4 downs.
Thanks.
And it appears that Mac has lowered his hand. Max Rullo, do you have a question?
Ben just stole my thunder on Isaiah Wynn, but I do have another question, if real quick.
Okay.
So Bill, just wanted to get your thoughts on the performance of the offensive line as a whole and how you felt they played yesterday.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's all pretty much about the same for our team. We had our moments. We did some good things. We missed some opportunities. There were certainly some things we could have done better. We pass protected, I would say, decently for the most part. Didn't have as much production in the running game as we had in some other games, but had more production in the passing game. They have some good players on the front that are hard to handle. So, I thought we competed against them, but there's certainly room for improvement. There's things we could have done better.
Thank you, Coach. Thanks, everyone.
Head to Dunkin' for the snacking menu. America runs on Dunkin'.
In New England, we are resilient. It takes hard work to earn respect. Sometimes it takes decades. And it always takes someone being on your side.
Ready or not. Gillette ProGlide and ProGlide Gel. 5 blades and a pivoting flex ball designed to get virtually every hair on the first stroke while washing away dirt and oil. So you're ready for the day with a clean shave and a clean face.
For over 60 years, this team has transformed itself into a championship organization. For over 160 years, our team has demonstrated a similar mentality. There are no days off. Our front lines are fortified by people who sacrifice individuality for the team. Our shelves are also stocked with the best quality products and ingredients. Our team members know their roles. We're proud to do our jobs. Shaw's, the official supermarket of the 6-time champion New England Patriots.
Head to Dunkin' for the snacking menu. America runs on Dunkin'.
In New England, we are resilient. It takes hard work to earn respect. Sometimes it takes decades. And it always takes someone being on your side.
Ready or not. Gillette ProGlide and ProGlide Gel. 5 blades and a pivoting flex ball designed to get virtually every hair on the first stroke while washing away dirt and oil. So you're ready for the day with a clean shave and a clean face.
For over 60 years, this team has transformed itself into a championship organization. For over 160 years, our team has demonstrated a similar mentality. There are no days off. Our front lines are